All right, Shalom Aleichem. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Racha, Kodash. I'd like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. I'd like to say Shalom to the elect that's teaching His word in all true faith and sincerity. And today, I just want to get into a lesson concerning how the destruction makes more sense. As you can see, as wickedness grow upon the planet Earth, the solution, is for the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai, to violently overthrow this place. And it's becoming more clear and evident that's going to be the only way, And also spots like who the devil is, the so-called white man. By this man being in power, you see the results of it, wickedness on all levels, from this man defiling the air. Now you got a thing called chemtrails. You had defiled the water. You got trash islands. The animals have been defiled, as well as the people, man, beginning with their minds. So it just shows, man, this man has to go, because by him being in power, it tells you that pretty much the time got to speed up. Say, no flesh should be saved, man. But I got an article. This is from Newsweek.com. And it reads, man yelling Bible verses at Pride event arrested. See? And, you have these presidents to swear on the Bible and turn around and write a legislation that totally contradicts what the scripture says, man. So this title in itself shows we in a sick place, which concerning this, we in Pride Month. And that Pride event is concerning the LGBTQIA+, man. And also they now have targeted the scriptures, this devil. I believe that's over there in Utah, where pretty much all Bibles are banned from all schools in Utah. I believe over there, even I think that was like over there in the UK, Ireland. You had a few people to get arrested concerning bringing out the scriptures, man. Esau's the fucking devil, man. Matter of fact, before I get into the article, let's get that in the book of Psalms 50. Psalms chapter 50, in verse 16, it reads, but unto the wicked the Most High saith, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes, or that thou shouldst take my covenant in thy mouth? See? How dare you pick up the scriptures and put it unto yourself? Because that's what this man done. Even I believe it was like 1983 or something, Reagan declared the Bible as the law of the land. These devils want to have this certain persona to be pure, that outlook of being pure, but there's nothing, nowhere near that. It tells you that in the book of Psalms, the 14th chapter, they are all become filthy. All together become filthy. There is none that doeth good. No, not one. And as I mentioned, you have presidents to swear on the Bible and turn around and write a fucking law to protect the homos. We in a sick world. It says, seeing thou hatest instruction, and that's part of the instruction. Scripture talk about, if man lied with mankind, he lied with a woman. They should be put to death, man. And what this nigga did, he actually gave them a channel, cable TV. You know how you got the Oprah Winfrey channel, you got CNN, ESPN. Well, guess what? Even these homos got a damn channel. Not a TV show. They got a channel itself. These laws and legislation to protect them. You know, it says, seeing thou hate his instructions and castest my words behind thee. See? And that's what this man have done. Cast the words of Yahweh by Shema Shai behind. Even, was that, the Pope, which he a sick dude, he said that, pretty much, you know, being a Mo it's a sin, but it's not a crime. You know, like, their laws and legislations one up Yahweh by Shema Shai. Matter of fact, what's that in the book of Isaiah? And this just further proves, you know, this man is going to be destroyed. Because this nigga is, he's contrary to Yahweh by Shema Shai on all levels, man. Stiff neck. And it talks about it'd be marveled if one escaped unpunished. Which when you go on to that, when you read up on it, it's concerning how the Lord always got Jake, you know. It talks about how the sons of God, when they fell away in there, he wasn't pacified for, you know, the son of God, you know, when they fell away in their foolishness. It talks about those that was in Egypt. So the Lord he didn't, you know, let up on Jake and let Jake slide. How much more the Edomites, the one whom he hate, man? And you see why the Lord hate this man. Look at his works. Isaiah 29:16. Surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay. For shall the work say of him that made it? He made me not. And that's what this man say. And this what contributes to, you know, him moving without fear. He don't believe in Yahweh by Shema Shai. You know, and one of those ways that's presented is by the way of their doctrine of the Big Bang Theory. That's him saying he made me not. Somehow, some way, it was a big bang. And now you have turtles. First, it was an evolution. You know, some came out the water and walked no land. Till ultimately became a fucking monkey and now a human. And out of all that, the humans, the so-called white man came out on top. That's a sick idea, man. You know, it says, or shall the thing framed say of him that framed it, he had no understanding. So the thing that was framed concerning the law, statutes, and commandments, that's the standard. But what this nigga turn around and did, said he had no understanding. Tells you that he uttered error against the Lord. So he hated instruction and cast the words of the Lord behind him, and he took away and added. And now that's why you even have homo preachers. But that all stems back to the so-called white man and his influence, you know. And you see why destruction is the only thing that makes sense. So, matter of fact, let's get into read a little bit of this article. And as you can see, Bible arrested all this in the same line to show you that where we at in this process. So it says a man was arrested for disorderly conduct after shouting Bible verses to protest at a pride event despite warning from police. So as you can see, it was a pride event, and you know the man was bringing forth Bible scriptures, and this is one of many moments. As I mentioned earlier, over there, I believe in Ireland, somewhere in the UK, a man was arrested for bringing out the scriptures, man. It says the incident took place on Tuesday morning at a public Pride Month event in Reading, a Pennsylvania city located roughly 64 miles northwest of Philly. They said the man, Damon Atkins, was captured on video in an altercation with police patrolling near the event after he attempted to shout a verse from Corinthians. Hey, and that show you this devil, he's enforcing it. Like, he got the officers to enforce the pride event, not the scriptures. And having the scriptures come, this nigga enforcing, these moles doing their thing, you know what I mean? So it said, let them have their day. And officer said to Atkins, respect it. You know who's cheering for us? The people that are in hell, the man responded. So you do you and I'm do me. This is public property. So pretty much he got arrested. But as you can see, and they got a clip on it, destruction makes a whole lot more sense, man. Let's see what that 1 Corinthians 14:33. Let's see what that says, just for curiosity. 1 Corinthians 14:33, it says, for the Most High is not an author of confusion, but of peace, as in all churches of the saints. See, and that's true, man, because that's nothing but confusion, man. Man and man, woman and woman. That's sick. And the Lord is going to disrupt that confusion with destruction, man. Now I said, I like everything, when everything is said and done, you're going to know Yah by Hashem outside, So matter of fact, let's get this. And we seeing wickedness at its height, and it's not stopping, man. It's not stopping. It's only increasing to where now the children are being affected. Not meaning it's not just you got little demons, little monsters running around, just want to, you got these monsters that want to rob you and do, all these horrific things. Niggas got these, I remember a few years back, Jake was doing these punch out trends. They find these old people and knock them out. But now even they're got an assembly line of homos, man. Young homos. Which when you go to the story of Sodom and Gomorrah and you read it in Genesis 19 chapter, it points out that there was old and young. They were old and young, man. But it's even worse now. They grooming them from infants on up, man. So this is Revelation 14. I'm starting verse 17. It said, and another angel came out of the temple which is in heaven. He also having a sharp sickle. And that sickle goes into, that harvest. When everything is being ripe. When everything is in its fullness. It says, and another angel came out from the altar which had power over fire, and cried with a loud cry to him that had the sharp sickle, saying, thrust in thy sharp sickle, and gather the clusters of the vine of the earth, for her grapes are fully ripe. See? So meaning what has reached its matureness, is in its fullness. See, we seeing wickedness at its highest degree, man. That's why the MOTB, all that's on the scene, man. Of course, these abominable acts. You have these different immoral acts that's on display and being celebrated. Not just you just wink at it. Nah, they actually put it out there on display and encourage you to do these things. From the dietary law. You really don't see you ain't see commercials when they promote just a beef, with the bone in it. You got a tomahawk steak now, you know what I mean? They a BLT or calamari chips or whatever. You know, just on all levels, wickedness has been oozing out. Matter of fact, let's get this in the book of Ecclesiastes, Sirach 10. And I start at 12. It says, the beginning of pride is when one departed from the Most High, and his heart is turned away from his maker. And guess what? Esau possessed his